たんだ。
バカかお前。
What if your greatest dream became your worst nightmare? Hey everyone from the Anime Complex channel. Today, we're going to explore how absolute power can be the ultimate curse. Using the epic battle between Saitama and Boros in One Punch Man as an example. Just imagine, you're invincible, but each victory only leaves you feeling emptier. Sound familiar? Maybe you're not a superhero, but I bet you felt stuck in a boring routine, searching for a greater purpose that I end the next few minutes. We'll uncover how One Punch Man uses humor and action to tackle deep issues like loneliness, purpose, and what truly gives our lives meaning. Ready for this journey? Then stick around and let's dive in. In episode 12 of One Punch Man, Saitama faces Boros, an incredibly powerful alien who has traveled across the universe in search of a worthy opponent. The ensuing battle is intense and visually stunning. But beyond the action, this episode explores a deeper theme: the loneliness that comes with absolute power. Despite being the strongest hero in the world, Saitama feels bored and unmotivated because he can't find challenges that match his strength. Boros, on the other hand, has spent his entire life searching for an opponent who could equal his power. Their fight is not just physical, but also a clash of lonely existences seeking purpose. At one point, we see Saitama dreaming of an incredible battle against powerful enemies, feeling the thrill and challenge of the fight, only to wake up and realize it was just a dream. While the scene is humorous, as many moments in the anime are, it's also a bit sad and desolate, showing that Saitama has no one to justify the intense training he has dedicated himself to. That Saitama's quest for recognition despite his unparalleled strength. Saitama struggles to be recognized as a true hero. After defeating Boros, he doesn't receive the recognition he deserves. The Hero Association, which ranks heroes at different levels, often ignores his feats. Saitama starts his journey as a Class C hero, the lowest rank, despite breaking all records in the physical tests. Hero Association exams. During the Hero Association exams, Saitama impresses everyone with his strength and speed, but fails miserably in the written test, placing him in Class C. Even so, he continues to perform heroic deeds, like defeating the Deep Sea King and saving City Z from a giant meteor. But his actions are often attributed to other heroes or downplayed. Martial arts tournament seeking recognition once again. Saitama enters a martial arts tournament in disguise. He easily defeats all his opponents, but his identity is revealed, and once again, he doesn't get the credit he deserves. Saitama's frustration grows as he realizes that no matter what he does, he continues to be underestimated and ignored by the Hero Association. Everyday life and recognition besides his epic battles. The series also shows Saitama's more human side. For instance, he struggles to defeat a mosquito, providing one of the most hilarious moments in the anime, where he ends up being defeated. I still think this mosquito will be Saitama's final opponent in One Punch Man. So far, it's the only one that has survived a fight against him. What do you think of this episode? Should I make a video about it? Leave your comments below. He's also a terrible video game player. Frequently losing to King, a cowardly hero who is mistakenly considered one of the strongest and one of the few who knows how monstrously powerful Saitama is. These interactions show that despite his absurd strength, Saitama still faces common challenges and frustrations. The loneliness of absolute power. Saitama's loneliness is a recurring theme in One Punch Man. From the beginning of the series, we see that he has become so powerful that no battle is a challenge for him. This leads to a life of monotony and lack of purpose. He feels disconnected from the world around him, unable to find satisfaction in his easy victories. Boros, on the other hand, is a dark reflection of Saitama. He is also incredibly powerful and has spent his life searching for a worthy opponent. When he finally meets Saitama, he believes his quest has ended. However, even Boros, with all his power, is no match for Saitama. Boros's defeat is a moment of acceptance and frustration. He realizes that despite his immense power, he was never truly challenged. Comments from the series. The creator of One Punch Man, known as One, has spoken about the nature of Saitama's power and his search for purpose in various interviews. One mentioned that the idea of Saitama came from the saturation of cool heroes and that he wanted to create a hero whose strength came not from his appearance, but from his spirit. This approach reflects Saitama's internal struggle with monotony and lack of purpose, despite his absolute power, where Saitama dedicated much of his life to training with the purpose of finding great challenges. You to check out our other amazing videos. We have a video about the culture of hair in Japan and shonen anime, where we explore how the character's hair evolves and what it means for their personal journeys. We also have a detailed analysis of episode 72 of My Hero Academia, where we discuss the incredible transformation of Red Riot and Fat Gum. Don't miss it. Comparing Saitama and Boros to other iconic heroes and villain. Saitama and Boros can be compared to other well-known heroes and villains who also face the loneliness of absolute power. Let's explore some of these connections more deeply. Superman, often portrayed as the most powerful hero on Earth, carries the burden of loneliness that comes with immense power. His alien origin and superhuman abilities distance him from the humanity he is sworn to protect. The scene in Superman Returns, where he floats above the Earth, listening to the sounds of the planet, perfectly captures this isolation. His fortress of solitude serves as a refuge, much like Saitama's empty apartment. Places where these extraordinary beings can escape the world's expectations, demands, and desires. The Mad Titan embodies the obsessive quest for a greater purpose, even if it means total isolation. His journey to gather the Infinity Stones leads him to sacrifice everything, including his adopted daughter, Gamora. When he finally achieves his goal, Thanos faces an empty victory, echoing Boros's disappointment upon finally finding a worthy opponent in Saitama, but without the brief satisfaction Boros felt in finally meeting someone superior to him. The loneliness of absolute power. Manhattan from Watchmen takes the concept of detachment to a cosmic level. In this incredible work by Alan Moore, read the comic, don't watch the movie. His perception of time and space is so vast that he loses the ability to emotionally connect with humans. The scene on Mars, where he constructs and destroys complex structures out of sheer boredom, perfectly reflects the emptiness faced by beings of incomprehensible power, much like Saitama in his moments of apathy. Yet, the tears and pleas of his great love make him rethink everything he knows. Thermodynamic miracles, events with odds against so astronomical, they're effectively impossible, like oxygen spontaneously becoming gold. I've seen so many extraordinary things, but you, Lori, are my miracle. What an absolutely beautiful line from the dialogue between Manhattan and Lori. Cell from Dragon Ball represents the relentless pursuit of perfection and absolute power. His organization of the Cell Games is a desperate cry for a worthy challenge before he destroys the Earth as if it were nothing, similar to Boros's journey across the universe. The momentary satisfaction Cell feels when facing Gohan in his final form mirrors the brief excitement Boros experiences during his battle with Saitama. Homelander from The Boys offers a darker perspective on the loneliness of power. Raised in a lab and deprived of genuine human connections, he is Superman without the moral compass. His desperate quest for approval and love, masked by a facade of superiority, reveals the inner emptiness that absolute power can create. The scene where he masturbates atop a skyscraper, shouting, "I can do whatever I want," is a raw representation of the isolation that comes with being the strongest. Reflecting on our own reality, this loneliness of absolute power that we see in Superman, Thanos, and the other examples, and of course in Saitama and Boros, makes us reflect on our own reality. How often do we hear world leaders, CEOs of large companies, or even celebrities talk about the weight of loneliness that comes with their positions of power and influence? Positions that some people aspire to, yet we can't understand how someone who has everything can still feel purposeless. The loneliness of absolute power ultimately. These stories remind us that what truly gives life meaning is not power itself, but the connections we form, the challenges we face, and the impact we have on the world around us. Perhaps true strength lies in our ability to remain human, with all our vulnerabilities and connections. Even in the face of extraordinary abilities, we still need the extraordinary. They inspire and touch us with their feats. But neither we nor they should pressure ourselves to the point of thinking that every effort and every quest is all that matters, only to find loneliness at the top. Universal themes of loneliness and purpose. The themes of loneliness and the search for purpose are universal and appear in various literary and cinematic works. The Stranger by Albert Camus. This existentialist classic explores the life of Masalt, a man facing existential emptiness and a lack of purpose. Like Saitama, Masalt feels disconnected from the world around him and struggles to find meaning in his existence. Camus' work makes us reflect on the nature of life and the search for purpose in an apparently meaningless world. The Matrix, the film, The Matrix explores the search for meaning and purpose in a virtual world controlled by machines. Neo, the protagonist, discovers that his reality is a simulation and embarks on a journey to find the truth and his true purpose, facing internal and external challenges in his quest for meaning, much like Saitama. The Great Gatsby by F. Scott Fitzgerald. This classic novel explores Jay Gatsby's relentless pursuit of an unattainable dream. Like Saitama, Gatsby has everything he desires materially, but feels an inner void. His quest for love and acceptance leads him to a life of loneliness and disillusionment. Heart of Darkness by Joseph Conrad. This novel explores Marlowe's journey in search of Kurtz, a man who isolated himself in the African jungle in his quest for power and control. Kurtz's loneliness and disillusionment reflect Boros's experience, who seeks a worthy opponent but finds only emptiness and frustration. Finding meaning in life. Saitama's struggle to find meaning in his life, despite his absolute power, resonates deeply with many people. We all try to find purpose or learn to cope with life during these searches. Like Saitama, many of us may feel stuck in a monotonous routine, unable to find challenges that truly motivate us. The search for purpose is universal and can inspire everyone to find satisfaction in their own lives, regardless of their circumstances. Your thoughts now. I want to hear from you. Have you ever felt like Saitama, stuck in a routine without challenges? What did you do to find a new purpose? Leave your answers in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel, leave a like, and hit the bell icon so you don't miss any of our videos. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.